G'day everyone, welcome back. It is now the 9th of November. We've been stopped for I think 3 days because we ended up with a total of 16 mils of rain. So it's a Sunday for us and I've jumped in Henry's header and I'm about to do a sample, and then we're gonna meet the boys at the shed at 9 and we're gonna see what it is. Now Will is on the barley as well, and they did a couple samples yesterday. They were 20 in the morning and then they got down to 16 by about 3 o'clock. So deliverables 14 and a half. Or might be even down to 13 and a half now. Anyway, there is a chance we could get going today if we just bag it, but I just want to see what it's going to do, what the moisture is now. Then we can make a decision for the day and yeah, see what we're gonna do. So Henry's spoilt. He gets the 2 screens because we had this spare screen we put into the case because I wanted 2 screens in the case for the cedar. And then, as you guys know, obviously the case just couldn't operate our John Deere cedar, so we had to go for Rex over there. But having 2 screens it's a bloody luxury. It's very nice. I was nearly going to get one for the other one, but it was I had to get it from over in America, and I was like, oh, don't worry about it. But anyway, now I have had a few people go, oh, is Caleb Cooper, you know, is he over here at our place? Unfortunately not. We did get interviewed for it. We were in the list of people for him to come to. Well, no, it wasn't. Anyway, the company reached out to us, the production company, and yeah, they were all excited. We're all excited. They didn't tell us it was Caleb because they couldn't at the time, but we knew who it was. And then the UK people got here to Australia, and then they had their meeting over in Sydney or Melbourne, wherever they were. And then they decided that they don't want to come west. They just want to focus on the east coast. So unfortunately, that means that, yeah, we'd ended up with Caleb coming over here. Otherwise, yeah, could have been pretty cool having Caleb Cooper on the farm, but unfortunately not. It was, yeah, was a bit disappointing to hear that the UK who's coming over to show farming, the difference in farming from the UK to Australia, and just to focus on the east coast instead of the west coast and all that. Yeah, a bit disappointing, but hey, what can you do? So there you go. For those who have asked, yeah, well, he's not here, but that's what happened. Now I'm sure you can see it. There's one very annoying fly that's obviously been in this cab for the last 2 days, just bored, and just keeps flying around my head. Okay, away we go. Screen's a bit dusty, but we'll see what we come up with. Oh, no, what have I done? Get out of that. Over there. Okay. So away we go. 4 tonne, 4.3, 4.4. It's pretty nice for where we are. 15% on the moisture. Moisture's still rising, 15.2. 4.8, 4.6, 15 is about where it's holding, and we've definitely got enough grain in there that I can check with. So we will leave that there. We will do ourselves a sample and we will go back and I'll report back to you guys what it is. Now this yield should be pretty close, but I think it needs resetting because they reset it when we go between canola and barley and all that. So yeah, I'm not sure how good that yield, well, how precise that yield is, but anyway, if it's anywhere near that, it's just absolutely fantastic. So we'll get up here and we'll find out what our moisture is. $15.2, so there is a chance for going today. So it is only 9 o'clock. We'll do another sample a bit later on and we will see what it's at. So Henry's off going down to do a sample. It is now nearly 10 o'clock, so by the time he gets a sample it'll be 10. boys are just down at the summer house, and they are doing the lawn and whippersnipping that, getting that all nice and back in order. And then we're just waiting. Once we get back with Henry, we'll be able to see, you know, how far our moisture has dropped, and then make a plan. We need to wash windows, things like that. So if it's, you know, 14.8, something like that, we might head down and start washing windows and get everybody ready, and then, yeah, crack into it. But yeah, we will find out momentarily. 14.9, so it's dropped 0.3 in 1 hour. Our humidity has also dropped from 40% down to 37%. So it's not, obviously it's not dropping huge, but we're all heading down. We're going to wash windows because the windows are disgusting on all the machines, so we need to wash them. And then I'm going to try and get a grease nipple into one of the chaser bins because it's missing a grease nipple. Then we will do another sample. I reckon we'll wait till 11. We're chucked a bag on too, so we'll put a bag on the bagger just so we can, I don't know, get going. I don't know, I haven't made the decision yet if I just dry it again, you know, or if I try and blend. Yeah, we will see what we do, you know, come towards the end. But obviously last year I dried a whole heap of grain. I think I dried like 1,100 tonne. And it just made it a lot easier just deciding just to dry, because it was just off you went. We got going, we'd be able to get going now. Now the only reason behind my thinking of not maybe drying is because there are so many tons around this year, that dryer in town is going to have limited availability. So I don't want to go and get a huge amount of tons on the ground that needs drying and then not get a drying slot to January. So that's sort of why I'm a little bit not pulling the gun on that just yet. So I'd prefer just to be able to deliver it without drying, but we will just see how the weeks go with how dry we can get out of the grain to bag it to then blend out. Yeah, it's just it's a waiting game. Henry's going to do another sample for us. It is 11:04. I think no matter what it is, we'll get going, and we could be just going into that thing right there. But we will see. There was a moisture that was already on here. It said 14.6. I think Maryland have just done one. And they didn't put a thing up on here, which is disappointing. I can't continue my game. Anyway. If it's 14.6, we're very close to being able to get going. Like I said, we're just going to go up 14.5 and just throw it in the bin. If it's 14.6, we might do that anyway. And that way we're at least wheels moving and we're going. Even better, we are 14%, so we're going to get going. Now, deliverable for malt, and we are doing malt, this is Maximus, is still at that 12.5%. And I know the GoPro doesn't focus, I should switch cameras, but there is a lot of germ staining in this, so I think that this wouldn't have the potential to go malt anyway. And for the sake of just a couple dollars, at the moment I think there's $2 or $3 between feed and malt. It's not worth me sitting around waiting or, you know, getting it dry or whatever. So it's worth us just going. Boys are underway, just been up and down with Sean just to get him all clued up and sorted, and I'm just about to come up to a header now and grab a sample and run that, because Brian has got a truck leaving the shed, leaving his sheds now, so we've got an hour and a half, but I'd want to make sure that our crop, you know, it is dry. We've got about half an hour until Buff's here to get a load. The 100 tonner is nearly full. Sean will come in now and top that up. Braden's in now, just going to the 860, and thank you. There we go. Fleetwood is currently a paddock ornament. It's not working, so I've got a part right there that we need to fix. But let's say we get the drone up, and let's get the drone up.
She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ah. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country.
I love that drone because the battery lasts so long. Yeah, I didn't expect Buff to come in, and yeah, he texted me whilst I was flying, and I was like, oh well, I'll keep it up for as long as I can, and then stayed nearly the whole thing until the very last drop, and then the battery ran out. But that's all right. Now, a couple of things you would have noticed from that drone footage. One, I didn't get a lot of our headers actually, just thinking about that. But one, Isaac's header. So number two, doesn't have the British flag anymore. The British flag has been taken down and replaced with a Kiwi flag. So there we go. Buff has just arrived at CBH, which is just down there. So yes, we had a Kiwi flag that Annabelle had last year, so we chucked that up on there. A lot of people kept on, well, we had a lot of comments actually about flags, going, why have we got flags on there? Why isn't it the Australian one? It's because it's the guy's nationality who's driving the header, and you know, that's why not have their flag up there? So they've got their flags up there. The British flag has been taken down. Now we're hoping that that might mean that, you know, maybe the universe will speak and George will get approved this week and come through. Who knows? The second thing you would have seen is obviously the X9. Now that is George and Tom's across the road, and they they're smashing their canola over there. I went for a drive in that X9 last night, and it is unbelievable. It's going 11 k's an hour and 2.5 tons canola, and it's just eating it up. It is just demolishing it. I'd love to have 2 of those over here. It'd be fantastic. So yeah, definitely the way to go. The other thing, how good does the shed look? The shed just looks, oh, at the house there, just amazing. It is just coming along so nicely. So these are Ozspan sheds. and they are being built by Michael Brockman from Esperance there, and we're just pulling up to the machinery shed, so I'm going to walk you through it. When we signed up to these sheds, I did 2 at the same time because you get a discount, works out cheaper, and I also did them so that they were getting built at the same time, and that also works out cheaper. And then I didn't have to walk through here, as you'll see in a second. The doors aren't on. So yeah, the boys have been absolutely just going nuts getting these sheds up. I can't believe how quick it's gone. This shed isn't getting a gravel floor, but this is all formed up, ready to go for concrete for the doors, for the door rails. So the doors aren't obviously on yet. They'll go on once the concrete's done, and then this shed is done. We wanted to bring this in the other day. The other day we did the knife on the header, so the knife on the front on number 2, we replaced that, and well, the backbone I should say. We wanted to bring it in here so we're undercover, but unfortunately we couldn't get in, but that's all right. But it is, so this is 18 metres by 32 metres with 18 metre doors on it. So there's 4 doors on it, but 18 metre span, so these 2 doors open right up so you can get things in nice and easy. And the best, well, the biggest thing I'm going, oh my God, I could just have this as a workshop. You know, this would be perfect size for a workshop. Be able to bring in a header and work on it in here. Definitely for the future, I want to look into doing a new workshop because I want to be able to bring in, the only thing we can bring into our current shed to work on is the ute and the Rex, and they only just fit in. We can't bring in a chaser. Oh, actually we can just fit the chasers in, but we can't bring in the spreader, we can't bring in the boom spray, we can't bring in the headers, can't bring in a front. Obviously you can't bring in the seeder. The seeder you'd be able to get in here and maybe fold out, I reckon. Definitely not the whole thing, but yeah, it's just, I want to be able to bring in gear and start servicing more things ourselves, as I've now employed George, so we've got, you know, more staff. Yeah, I'd love to start us doing our own servicing on machines like headers, you know, get the guys to come out and do the header checks, and then we do the repairs on it. Saves us some time, saves us some money, and also gives us a job, because I'm sure we're gonna be starting to get bored with 3 of us. But anyway, this shed, very simple. My shed up there is obviously a bit different. I'll walk you through that one, I reckon, when it's done. And then, yeah, that'll be I think it should be done within the week. Depends on concrete, actually. But as you can probably hear, it's quite windy now. And yeah, which is just gonna dry the crops down even more, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna go up there and I'll show you what's wrong with Fleetwood, and we will start attacking that now, because, you know, we want to make sure we got Fleetwood up and running. So what's wrong with Fleetwood? It still runs, it still operates, the fire unit is still good, but we can't build our air up, and it's because of one of our brake control controllers, I guess you call it. It's a big box thing. So the other day, day before was Sean's first day, and, you know, doing the induction and going around and driving everything, showing him everything works. We could do everything but drive this. We got in and we started her up, and then the air was just taking forever to build up. I was like, oh, it's sort of normal, but, you know, we keep this starter tank full of air now. So what we do is we turn this tank on. That gets you to about 4 or 5 bar instantly, because that goes through our pump that's here, which we don't use anymore, but it goes through that pump, and that fills the brake air tank, because that one has a leak in it somewhere in the system. Might even be in a bag, I don't know. Fills it instantly. You can take the brakes off, you can get going and get to the fire. Not so bad if it's a fire at somebody else's place. We can take the time for it to build its air up if we couldn't, but if there's a fire out there right now, we want this thing out there as fast as we can. Bang, off we go. Now, this is what it looks like, the controller. So that goes like this. Now, when we climb under, I don't know how fun this is going to be to change. There's some very old hoses and let's just hope the army put lots of lube on it for me. First thing you'll notice is it's in just the most fantastic spot, nice and easy for someone like me to get to, and that is it right there. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 6. That one on the top doesn't have it, so that's all good. Looks like there's one out the back. I'm just hoping that this one here, I mean, it looks exactly the same, but I'm hoping that all the bits go where they should go. And then up there where it's leaking out of, which I'm guessing that just something's broken on the inside, this is air release valve, pressure release valve I should say, and it is just leaking constantly out of there. So there's obviously something up in the system inside of that thing there that's got it stuck open, and yeah, there's nothing that I can physically do to get that to work. So what we'll do is try and get these hoses undone and get this off. I just got to remember the order that these hoses go on, and yeah, hopefully we just screw it all back together and away we go. It's always that simple, right? I thought I could, it was just the 2 bolts on the top, which is on this plate. See, there's only 2 bolts there, but I did the 2 bolts there on the top of the plate there, and yeah, there's more. That one's held on by 4, but the bracket at the back here is only held on by 2, just like what this one is. So I'm hoping that I can just get this one off, and I think there's also possibly a hose that I'm, sorry, yeah, I think there's a hose that I'm missing. There's one on the top. I don't know. I hope I've got everything off. And it's spinning my nut. Right, got it all. Oh man, the March flies. Look at that guy, he's gonna eat me. Get away. Got it off, and everything looks to be exactly the same. I was worried that I didn't have undone that one, but that looks like that there's no bung in this one, so I don't really know what goes in there. I'm hoping that if I leave that, nothing comes out of it. That one's neck down, that one's neck down. We have got a bung, hang on, let me get it the right way around. We've got a bung in there, and that is there, so I'll move that to there, and we should be right. But I do have boof coming back, so I got to crawl out of here and go low boof. Boof's off with his second load. What's our time? 3 o'clock, well, 20 past 3. We will get definitely one more to Cascade, I think, and then one more to town, and then we'll just be filling storage. I do have those other 2 VBs I need to go and get. Yeah, the boys have got, well, they'll fill the 100 ton up fairly quickly, and then it's into the 860. We've got all those silos there, so they're good, and we've also got the bag as well. So I'm just going to back under here and get fixing on this. Both Isaac and Sean are doing well in their new roles. Yeah, just Isaac's getting the hang of it. He obviously did it in the canola, but obviously a bit different in barley. Barley is a lot quicker, and you've got a lot more tons coming in, a lot more things going on, but he's getting the hang of it. And Sean has had previous experience with harvest and chaser binning, so yeah, he got it like that, which is just really handy and less stressful for me. So let's get this thing up and running, so it's one less stress, and I know that we're going to be safe. The army was very kind with me with the hoses, but not so much with the fittings. So I'm going to load it up and take it to the shed and chuck it in a vise, because, let me just place that in there without breaking it. These 2 are very hard to get off, and I assume these ones are all going to be hard to get off as well. I'm going to take it back and chuck it in a vise so that I can, yeah, have control of it and not smash my fingers or round anything. Look at that lovely moustache there. Almost like this lovely moustache here. My Venmo links are down below, guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing so far. But yeah, if you guys haven't donated yet, or if there's somebody out there who hasn't donated yet and wants to support a fantastic cause of supporting men's health, the links are down below. $250 gets yourself a hat, and any donation goes into the running to win all the knick-knack paddywhacks that I have got on offer. So links are down below. So I've got it all back together. Now it's time to chuck her in there, put everything back on, and hope that this has solved my problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Henry. Right, I've got that nearly back together after folding myself in left, right and center. I've got one fitting to do up and then we're good to test. But as you can probably hear, Boof is just rolling in the gate now, so we're going to do his third load. Looks like the 860 is full and so is the 100 tonner. So we'll give him a nice good load, send him back to Cascade hopefully. What's our time? I think it's nearly 5 o'clock. 4:30, so we'll see. I'll check the times when I get in the tractor, see what time it closes there. It might be closing at 5 today, so we could actually get it. If we're quick to load, it takes him 7-8 minutes to get there, so yeah, I'll check and get back to you. 6 o'clock Cascade closes, so it's its normal closing time. I just wasn't sure, as we've had a lot of rain in this last 3 days. No one's been delivering. Well, very few people have been delivering, so they've been closing at like lunchtime because there's just no one coming in. So I thought that today they might have had it close early, but it's good. 6 o'clock, it's 4:30 now. So he will get this one, but he won't get the next one. I reckon he'll be getting back here about 6 o'clock, I think. It'll be close to that. I think it's about an hour and a half for a journey. I'd have to check. Maybe it'll be 6:30 by the time he gets back. Anyway, we'll get him loaded. That'll be his third, and then he'll do one more to town. That'll be his fourth. It's pretty good going for the first, you know, for getting back into it. He got out here at whatever it was, 1 o'clock. Yeah, what? 1 o'clock, just after 1 o'clock. So yeah, the boys are smashing hectares. Rhiannon's coming in now, as you might be able to see just there. Been a good day. Okay, I've got it all tightened up, and I'm just hoping that this is the issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my air starter tank, and then once that's full, I'll then turn it on to prime the brakes air, just because it's a lot easier to do it that way, and I'll be able to know if I fixed it or not, because otherwise I got the engine running. It's just too noisy. Right, moment of truth. It's quiet out the back here so far. Let's start her up. Oh wow, we're up at like 5 bar now, so that is no, 4 bar. So that's why we make sure we still fill that tank, because you can see we're at 4 bar now. And let's just start it. We still have our light on, but that's enough to take the handbrake off and actually get going. But the fact that that has I've started it and I can't hear anything back here, I think we've fixed it, which is good. I've got my fire truck back. Well, we're going to be stopped because we get our storage filled tonight, I reckon. Won't be moisture. Buff's just about to roll in the gate now, and it is 5:45, so he's not going to make Cascade again. So this one will go to town. As you can see there, the 100-tonner is absolutely chockers. Now you might not be able to see, but the 860's got a peak on it, and that needs to be left to Sean to top it up. Braden just put a full load into the PS1, so yeah, we're slowly filling our storage, slowly catching Buff. So tomorrow I think is actually cooler than today, but we you know, we should be able to get rolling again. But we'll have Buff here early in the morning again, and we'll just start our outloading again. He'll get back on top of us hopefully by the time we get rolling, if it's high moisture start again. And then yeah, the cycle starts again. We do have the bag already set up just over there, ready to go, in case we need it. So not that we'll do it tonight, there's no point, but like tomorrow we might, depending on just how the day flows, we might need it. But yeah, at least it's there if we need. That's Buff loaded and off to town, so we'll see him tomorrow morning at 6:30. Sean's there to start loading into the bin, and yeah, they've got these to go. That's a bit to top up, plus we got these 4 here. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock now. I reckon they should probably fill the storage, because yeah, they're ripping the tons off. But anyway, we will leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. My Venmo links are down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we'll catch you in the next one.